Hey everyone, welcome back to my floss tube. My name is Katie, and today I'm here for my January whip update. Sorry, the doggo's got her head in my lap. It's distracting me. But I hope everyone had a good January. It's been a very cold one here, but undercover stitching seems to help with that. So, this floss tube I'm going to do a little different than how I've done in the past. I am going to try and show before pictures of ones that I got pictures of. Do that, and then also show a spreadsheet of my stitching counts for the month. So grab your stitching and something to drink, and let's get started. Okay, first up, so I did complete my stitch goals this month, mostly. Today is the 2nd of February. I did have to finish my last goal yesterday on the 1st, but I'm still saying I got my goals completed this month. So I need another computer screen. I really do. I've gotten used to it at work. I have 2 monitors, and at home I only have one. Okay, so first up is Batman. Get all my screens up. Okay. So, well, hold on. I don't have all the pictures. This is what it will look like when it's done. And now here is a picture of where I started. And so for this one, we started out at stitch count of 5,419 stitches. And I put in 2,110 stitches, which completed my goal. Here is what it looks like now. And the percentage is now at 28.74%, and our stitch count is 7,529. This one was actually getting on my last nerve, and I'm glad that it is going away for a couple weeks. It's just because I wouldn't say it's confetti heavy, but the stitches are just spread out all over this piece now, because I did all the black first, and now I'm just having to fill in all the little bits and bobs, and they're everywhere. I think this stitching right here, this blue, was the most amount of stitches in one area. So this is on 18 count, and it's full cross, so that's also a little, makes me a little slower on this piece. There is the first goal done. Next up, squirrels running across the roof, is Angel. It's called Guardian Angel. This is an Etsy pattern. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. And this is my before picture. I hadn't gotten very far on this one. The starting total count was 792 stitches. And I reached my 4,000, little over 4,000 stitch goal. I got 4,228 stitches. Lots of parked threads on this one. This is a 32 count linen, and I'm doing a tent stitch on it. And this is where I got. And our percentage is at 2.5% with a total of 5,020 stitches done. So I finally got, finally got to the wing here. So something besides background on it. But yeah, that is where I'm at on that one. Let's see. Next one, have Abandoned Hope by Heaven and Earth Designs by Alchemy Carta. It is like my full-on black piece, 310. That is what it will look like when it is done. Here is where I started at this month. And my starting total was 25,445 stitches. And I got a total of 2,100 stitches on it. This is on 25 count, 2/1 tent. And here is where I got to this month. Hold on. I need to move this tablet over here. Okay, here we go, guys. So I got to 7.02% with a total of 27,545 stitches. And this is all 310 black. So it's a nice relaxing stitch. I know some don't like stitching 310. I love it. I could stitch 310 all day, every day. It doesn't get old for me. And it also seems to be what I stitch on a piece first if I choose a color. All right, next up is our last focus piece for this year, or goal piece for this year. It is Pack by Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Dave. I don't know how to say the last name. Bartlett. Here's what it'll look like when it is done. And this is a quick stitch. It's not gonna be done very soon. I think I have it planned out to have it done in 4 years, and that's getting 50,000 stitches on it each year, because there's a total of 186,450 stitches, so quite a lot. Okay, so here is where it was at the beginning of the year. We started out at 6,840 stitches and got a total of 4,191 stitches on it. This is on 28 count, 2/1 tent stitch. Here's where we got. We got to 5.92% with 11,031 stitches total. finally got out of the background on this one as well. Well, maybe not getting out of the background, but got into some more colors. So really liking this. I don't like stitching white on white, but now that we're getting into some colors here, it's a little more interesting. So those are all of the goals completed for this month. Next up is the piece that I guess I did two pieces, but next up are projects that I did for my Monopoly stitching. I follow Jen, the Caffeinated Crafter, and her total for her stitching. I pick a project and do that total on a project, and I started with hers from the beginning of the year, and I'm far behind, but I'm slowly catching up to getting all the stitches done. Also, for when she goes to gel, I have a gel piece, and we will look at that too. So this one I don't have a before photo because it's a massive piece. I don't know if I will ever have a before photo for this, but we will see. This is Spring Landscape. I have the photo here somewhere. Or I don't. Okay. Hold on 1 second, guys, and let me get this. Okay. I did get that cover photo, but I forgot one of my goal pieces. So we will go over that first. And let's see. I don't have a start photo for this one, but the cover piece or the project is the Heaven and Earth Design Sal for 2025. I did the Paradiso Canto 34. Here's what it'll look like when it is finished. And I got a total of 4,340 stitches done on it. I tea-dyed this fabric because the white stitches were driving me nuts on white fabric. But here's where we got to. This is a 28 count? 25 count. I can't remember. But I'm doing tint stitch on it, and I was color completing it for the highest stitch count, but then I started to get some more colors in over here on the first row or column. But there's where I am at for the hate sale. It is, for part 1, I'm at 15.19%, and I've gotten 4,340 stitches done on it. Because I started it a little before the start of the year. Okay, now we can get back to the Monopoly stitching. Okay, a cover photo is here on the box. This is a pre-stamped, but it is my mega stitch. That is what it'll look like when it is done. And I got 1,000 stitches in on this this month. And how I'm counting these, my pre-stamps and my paper patterns probably, is, let me undo these, is for every strand I do, it's roughly 100 stitches. So every strand I'm saying is 100 stitches. So I did 10 strands on this month, right up here. So I'm counting that as 1,000 stitches. So everything this way has been stitched in this color, and I have all of this to go. Roll this back up. So very big project, but I enjoy it. Okay. Next up for the Monopoly stitching, I am doing Brave, and for this one I got 500 stitches on, and it was a new start. There is where I got to. Just doing, I believe this is 939. Yeah, 939. And then last one is my gel piece, which is doing the back stitching on my Hogwarts castle, which looks like this. And I had said in my whip parade that I had gotten all of the back stitching done on the top portion. Well, I was wrong. I had gotten some done. So I believe I did 400. I guess I didn't write that one down. I do believe I got 400 back stitching, or 4 strands of back stitching in on this. And I worked kind of all up here in the top. So this now, from here over, is all done on the top. So I hope it gives it something, this back stitching. Let me know what you think. Is the back stitching worth it on this piece? I'm gonna do it anyways because I already started, but I think I would have been okay with not doing the back stitching on this. Okay, so that is all of the Monopoly stitching. Next up, I did start doing temperature whips. I changed it up a little from how Jen does it on her channel. I did pick 9 whips, or 10 whips, and I can show all of those to you now. And I'm doing just, if I feel like working on something, I look at the temperature at that exact moment, and the last number of that temperature corresponds to what project I'm going to be working on, and I just do 100 stitches. I'm thinking about doing 1,000 stitches and then replacing it on most of the projects, but I'm not sure yet. Because there are 2 or 3 on here that I would just like to work on until they're finished. So kind of play that by ear how I want to do that. So I will show you all of my projects and will let you know if I have worked on it or not. Okay, Dragon Ball Z is for my number 0, and I have worked on this. I do have a before picture for this one. Here at where it was before. And I got 202 stitches in on this, so I worked on it 2 times for this month. I didn't start this till like a week and a half ago, so, and I'm not saying that I'm gonna get it done every single day either. Just whenever I feel like I want to do something different for 100 stitches. So this is what it will look like when it is done. And here is where it looks like now. Now I'm actually, this is a 28 count. I'm doing it on tent stitch, and I'm also trying to do this one in hand without a hoop because it is so small. I am at 11.96% done at 1,559 stitches. So 200 got me, you know, a little bit. Some more in his hair, I think, is really what I worked on. I think I'm going to try to make my Excel spreadsheet have a tab just for my temperature stitching so that I can keep up with what month, how many times I worked on it in a month. But I haven't done that yet. Next for number 1 is Christmas penguins. And this is what it will look like when it is done. Oh, I can take this off, can't I? There we go. I didn't stitch on it this month, but here is where it is at. I think it's like this. No. Yes. I don't know how this is orientated. Yeah, it's like this. And I am at 15.98% with a total of 398 stitches. And there's not that many stitches in it. This one and the Dragon Ball Z piece are ones that I want to keep out until I finish them. Next is for number 2, Demon Hunter. And I don't have a good picture for this. Yeah, you can't really tell. We're gonna kind of be surprised when it gets done. And I have the top here, and then I have some done. Ooh, well, hold on, guys. There we go, on the bottom. And no stitches got in on this. Next is, for number 3 is Sunset number 1. I did work on this one time. This is what it will look like when it is done. So I got 100 stitches in on this. I think I got actually a little over 100 because I had a strand that hadn't been fully stitched in yet. So actually, I think I do. Here is what it looked like before, and here is it after. So I worked over here. Well, these bags just need to be a tad bit taller. Just a tad bit. Maybe like half an inch. Next up is Viking. This will be a new start. I have not started this one yet. So there's not much to show you except for what it will look like. And this is what it will look like when it is done. That is not the color I am doing it in. But it is a green. It's a variegated green. And that is for number 4. For number 5 is Harry Potter Phoenix. This is also a new start, so there's nothing to show you. Phoenix. And this is what it will look like when it is done. This is by Thread Geeks. I love this pattern, except for the fact that all that black around it is not charted. So I will probably be stitching all of that black. Next is number 6. It is Hobbit House. This is also one I'd like to keep out until it's done. But once my, once I get all the cross stitching done, it'll probably go into my Monopoly gel piece because the rest of it is back stitching. Here's what it'll look like when it's done. It did not get worked on this month, but here is where it is at. And I think this is on a 14 count. But I don't want to start the back stitching yet because I'd like to see if I actually want to do the back stitching on this. For number 7, we have Harry Potter Bookshelf. This also did not get called. Here's what it will look like. And these two were projects that I got before I really knew what I was doing in cross stitch, so they're not the best starts, I guess. 14 count. This was my first start at diagonal. I don't think I did too bad. Number 9 is Mulan. This got called twice this month, so it got 200 stitches on it. Here is what it will look like. It was a new start, so no start picture. And here's my 200 stitches. And last for number 9 is Death Before Decaf. I have a start picture for this one. And it is a pattern keeper, so I have numbers for you. This is what it will look like when it is finished. This is the Witchy Stitcher pattern. And it is at 9.82% at 419 stitches, and I got 100 stitches in on it. And there's where we're at now. And I'm doing all the 310 first. Okay, that is all my stitching for the month of January. Take this guy down. So, do y'all want to look at my totals for the month? If not, if you're just here to see the progress that I got done, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button. It really helps me out. Thank you to the new subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. I really hope you enjoy the videos that I put out. If you want, leave a comment. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know if you're doing the temperature stitching or Monopoly stitching, or if you have goals and what they are. But thank you so much for watching, and now we will go to the spreadsheet. Okay. Oops. There we go. So here is my spreadsheet for the 2025 plans or goals. These stitch counts right here are the goals for the month. Angel, Pack, and Haidsaw, I'm trying to get 50,000 stitches in on this year. Batman and Abandon Hope are goals for 25,000 stitches this year for a total of 200,000 stitches. Will I achieve this? Honestly, I don't think I will, but we're on a good track for this month, for the month of January. So for the month of January, Angel got 4,228 stitches, which was 101.46% completed for the month goal. For the year goal, I'm at 8.46%. And then for Pack, I got a total of 4,191 stitches completed, which made it 100.58% completed for the January goal and 8.38% completed for the year goal. Haidsaw, I got 4,340 stitches completed for January's goal, which made it 104.15% for January and 8.68% for the year. Batman, I got 2,110 stitches, which made it 101.25% for January's goal and 8.44% for the year's goal. And Abandon Hope, I got 2,100 stitches in for January, making it 100.77% completed for January's goal and 8.40% for the year goal. My grand total for my planned stitching, I got 16,969 stitches in, which made me get over 100% for my goal this month. And for the year goal, I got 8.48% completed. So not too bad. This month, I know for February is going to be a bit harder because it is a shorter month. So we'll see how that goes. I did have this month in January about 4 days where I did not stitch, and that included a weekend when I get most of my stitches in because I was sick. So, you know, we'll see how February goes. Next up, we have my extra stitches, which includes Monopoly and my temperature stitching. So Brave, we got 500 stitches in. Sunset number 1, we got 100. Spring Landscape, we got 1,000. Dragon Ball Z, 202. Death Before Decaf, 133. Mulan, we got 100. I forgot to add in my back stitching for the gel piece on Hogwarts Castle. So I don't really know if I would count those towards stitches because they are back stitching. So we'll leave the numbers as it is right now. So our grand total for that was 2,035 stitches for the month of January. And next we have our grand total for the month, which we got 19,004 stitches in. To me, that is absolutely amazing that I got that many stitches in. I didn't think that would be possible. I didn't think I was going to meet the 16,000, the between 16,000 and 17,000 stitches for my focus pieces. And to see that I got 19,000 overall, I'm kind of blown away. So that was really awesome to see. And switch you back here. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you like seeing the spreadsheet and all the totals. I found it really interesting keeping track that way. I mean, it showed me I got 19,000 stitches in this month, so that was really awesome. So thank you all again for watching my video. Comment below, let me know if you like this new style of the floss tube with the before pictures and the spreadsheets. Yeah, let me know so I can either continue doing this or switch back to just showing the progress of what I got done. But thank you. Hit the like button, comment, do all the things. It really helps me out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good February.